to my channel. If you are new, welcome to my channel. It is Day back again with another video for y'all. So today we're going to be doing a Dear Diary entry video. So it's been a while. So basically I kind of wanted to do pretty much like a recap of 2021 since it is the new year. It's New Year's Eve today, so by the time you guys see this, it will be a new year. Happy New Year to my sunnies. I wish you nothing but the best, like just really a year full of happiness, of course some money, new opportunities, new adventures, just memories, you know, all the good. I'm sending all the good vibes your way. So yeah, let's go ahead and hop into this video. So everything that I'm going to talk about, and I literally wrote it down because I had to like write notes in order to keep my thoughts organized, because y'all know I be going off on tangents or whatever. So everything that I'm going to talk about in this video, I am going to talk about in depth in another video, so don't worry, I'll get to that, or like how I got to these points in separate videos for you guys. But let's go ahead and hop into it. So 2021, I would definitely say it hasn't been a horrible year, but it hasn't been like the best year. It's been really good in some areas of my life and then like really bad in some areas of my life, and I just feel like that's kind of how it goes. Like sometimes you will have those rare occasions where you would have like everything in your life is on the up and up, but usually, you know what I'm saying, like it's about balance, and some parts of your life are not going to be as good as other parts of your life. So this year I would definitely say that I was very happy. Like my happiness was up. I feel like I had good mental health for the most part this year. I did a lot of healing this year. The only thing that was kind of like a roller coaster was financially, just because y'all saw the struggles with like my job and stuff. Work is not worth me going to anymore, and then right now I don't even work at that job anymore. So yeah, financially it's kind of just up and down, but still very much blessed. I'm getting twisted. And then as far as love, like my love life is just like non-existent, but I just feel like that kind of feeds into what I'm going to talk about as far as me like growing and healing and stuff like that. So I feel like it was kind of like meant to be. So January, if you guys do not know and you guys have not been following along with all of my videos, my Dear Diary series, because I literally started this pretty much when I was moving out. Back to moving, my lease is up soon, and that right there is enough to tell you that I am so stressed. Moving is so stressful, and that's what had happened. So I went through a major, huge breakup. It was like heartbreaking because I didn't want, you know how Summer Walker says, it just hurts so much when it's not working out. Like that literally sums up how it was. So yeah, in January I went through a whole like big breakup, even though my breakup really started in November, but January is when it was like everything was done. That's when I moved out of my apartment with him. We had to like divvy up the stuff, and it was just a lot. Like it was a lot. And I'm not going to be one of those girls who sit here and try to pretend like, oh, I didn't care about him, this is that and the other. Child, I was living with him. Like they got to tell you something. I don't just live with anybody, if y'all don't know. But yeah, so that happened in January, and I ended up coming back to my mom's house with the hopes of, you know, getting my own place. You guys have been on this journey with me. So yeah, I was definitely trying to move out, but as you guys know, because of COVID, rent has become ridiculously expensive. So I'm still here. Anyway, so yeah, I had to move to my mom's house, and that was kind of like, I would say devastating, but it was definitely not one of my happiest moments, because I felt like I was regressing. Like how I just had a 2-bedroom, you know, apartment, and you know, my house was fire. I love my house. And then I'm coming back to my mom's house, you know, like you don't move backwards, you move forward. So it was hard for me to accept that, because I felt like I was regressing so much. Like I was like, oh my gosh, like why am I moving backwards? I'm supposed to be moving forward. So it was like really hard for me to adjust to like my new life, because my old life, quote unquote, was so like wrapped up in the fairy tale that I wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted things within that relationship, and I wanted to be with this person. So I built up this whole like world with this person, and so being that this person, we're no longer together, it's like, dang. So it was kind of like I felt like my world had, you know, it came crashing down and my life was in shambles and I had to pick it up. That's how it felt. So literally February, March, April, you know, like all these months are going by, and that's pretty much what I was doing. I was trying to find ways to pick myself up again, because I was at a very low point. Like it literally felt like my whole entire life like upside down, like a whole 180, and it got twisted upside down. So yeah, I'm like heartbroken. I'm going through all these changes and going through the motions, and you know, like I lost my house. And so yeah, I don't think y'all truly understand what I was going through. I mean, usually you don't really understand until you go through it. But yeah, I was very much distraught, very much like just in a negative headspace of like I didn't really know what I needed to do in order to pick myself up again. So fast forwarding to, you know, February, March, April, that area right there, that was me just trying to pick myself up again. So February, March, and April, those were kind of just my like pulling myself together kind of months. I was like dabbling in a lot of self-care because I felt like that's what I needed at the moment, and you know, it really did help me along the way. In this whole year, I felt like I've really been on like my self-care. Like I've been good with my self-care. I've been doing well on my self-care. So yeah, I've always been like a you deserve it or treat yourself type of girl, but definitely I had got more into the self-care vibes or whatever. And then I also had got the job, the bottle girl job, so that really just like really helped me get myself together and pull myself together, because obviously in the beginning I was making really good money, and then it was like a confidence boost because the cute outfits, and it was a new job and a new atmosphere, a new environment, yada yada yada. So yeah, it was just, it really helped me. So yeah, it really did help me like leap forward into turning into like a baddie, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much this is like me going from a sad bitch to a bad bitch, period. That's pretty much what this is. So yeah, that definitely helped me like leap forward into that. So literally I was still like heartbroken, but I was, you know, getting over it. I was really just, it was very hard. It was very hard, but I had to keep telling myself like, you know, you were fine before, you will be fine after. And that's the thing that we don't really like understand when we're going through these heartbreaks and stuff. It's just like, oh, my world is so broken. I don't know what I'm gonna do without him, and this is that, and I don't know how my, because you be so attached to that person. And mind you, like I was with this person for 2 years. So yeah, for like 2 years it was just like him and him and him and me and us and we, and you know, and talking like that. But then it's like when you separate, it's like it's back to you. It's just you. So it kind of like threw me off because I was so used to like us and we, and you know. So yeah, that was me just trying to like figure things out, get things together. And that's when I started like creating goals for myself. A lot of it was financial goals, which definitely helped me on the financial aspect of myself, but more so it just helped me really get into the self-care. I started getting like waxes, and you know, starting to get facials and massages, and you know, like just really like putting into myself. I started really investing into myself this year because I felt like I wanted it. That's the first thing, I wanted it. And then secondly, I felt like I needed it. Like I needed to invest in myself and recreate myself, rebrand myself into what I want it to be. So you hear all the time on TikTok about like luxury and becoming her. Like this is really the year that I felt like I was starting to become her. Like honestly, I didn't even feel like I was her, but taking those steps to try to become and like try to act like her, it definitely helps you get there, if y'all understand what I'm saying. So it's called like showing up for yourself or showing up as her. So every day, you know what I'm saying, you wake up, you may not feel like you want to be put together, you may not feel like you want to do your makeup and stuff, but sometimes you be needing to do that for yourself, to pull yourself together. And then in the end, you look in yourself in the mirror and you're like, yeah, like I'm her, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm that. And like all these positive emotions kind of just pour back into you because you're feeling good about yourself, you're feeling confident, you're feeling like, yeah, I can conquer anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then you can say to yourself, like, I can handle whatever life throws at me, I can handle it, you know? So yeah, that's pretty much what those months meant for me. It was really just coming into myself and really just trying to pick myself up and get my life together. So fast forwarding to May, June, and July. So May and June were kind of the same thing. And I was still like, you know, realizing my self-worth. I definitely realized my self-worth this year. And I just realized like, I'm beautiful, I'm smart, I'm intelligent, I'm funny. Like I'm all of these things, and I don't deserve less. I don't deserve bare minimum. I don't deserve, you know, minimal effort. I don't deserve the bottom of the barrel. I deserve top tier, top shelf things. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just started to like tap into that and really like realize my full worth and my full potential in those months. Now July was significant to me, and I like remember July because I went to Miami. I did vlog that for y'all. That Miami trip was like a real eye-opener to me, and that's when I finally like really let it go. Like I really was over the relationship then. So yeah, July I had completely, you know, just let it go, and I moved on from that life and that dream. Because those first couple of months I felt like I was in a little bit of denial, and I could be honest with y'all because this is my safe space. But the first couple of months, especially February, like February, I was in real deal denial, like that it was over, it was done. I really thought, because y'all know you just be talking, you be talking your mess, he gonna come back, he gonna come back. I really did think like we were gonna get back together, we just needed some time apart, this, that, and the other. And yeah, so February I was in denial. So July, the trip to Miami, I really was just like, what am I, like, I need to stop thinking like that. Like, it's gone, let it go, like it's done, and we're gonna move on, and I'm gonna get better. Not saying that he's less, I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is everything that I want or everything that I wanted, I will have. And if it's meant to be, the person who is pursuing me, they're gonna have every single thing that I want and need in a person, you know? So I really just let it go, and I really just started to like live for me. Like, y'all, I ain't even tell y'all, but I was in Miami kissing strangers. I was kissing strangers. I had one night where I was like, I want to kiss strangers tonight. I can't believe I'm sharing this with y'all, but yeah, like, this is the real spill. Like, I had crazy nights down there. You know what happens in Miami stays in Miami. I ain't do nothing too crazy, but I did want to like kiss strangers. I just felt like I needed to get back to my old self. I just felt like I wanted to kind of get back to like my old carefree self, if that makes sense. Now, I ain't saying go crazy and be doing stuff that you don't really need to be doing, but it's okay to let loose sometimes. You know what I'm saying? We're young. I'm in my 20s, so I want to have a ball. I want to have a ball. The safe way, but have a ball nonetheless. But yeah, so Miami was crazy, and we were living it up, you know what I'm saying? Big bills, spending money, doing what we want, and it was a real eye-opener, I guess, for my personal growth, because it just showed me like self-realization, I guess, that like you deserve, like I deserve nice things, I deserve luxury, I deserve to be happy. That's really the basis of it. I felt like I genuinely deserve to be happy, and that's when I really started feeling that was in July. And so I let go of everything. I was just like, you know, what's for me will be for me, and that's what it is. So moving forward, after we came back from Miami, so after coming home from Miami, a few weeks after that, because it was kind of crazy in Atlanta when we had came back from Miami, so it was so unsafe in Atlanta. Like, I began to feel this feeling of feeling so unsafe where I am. Like, a couple of weeks after the craziness of what was going on in the world, I started to kind of like spend time with myself, and that's something that I definitely learned this year, is spending time with myself. So I am an older sibling. I am the oldest of the two, and I'm 10 years older than my little brother. So for the first 10 years of my life, it was just me. Like, I had to play by myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have siblings, so I only knew like me. It was me and my mom. That was it. So I felt like I was always alone, but I didn't know how to not be lonely being alone. And this is a really important lesson. Like, there is a huge difference in being lonely and being alone, and being alone and alone. So before, I just felt like I was lonely in being alone. Like, I didn't know how to be with myself. I didn't know how to really like hang out with myself. I didn't know how. I really had to learn how to like love to be alone, like being alone and loving to be alone. And that's what I learned this year, and I absolutely have loved my isolation. I loved being alone. I love spending time with myself. Like, I've really grown to like be my own best friend. Like, I really wish I can clone myself and then we can just be friends. Like, I really do. Because I don't mean to sound biased, but she's cool. Like, she's a cool girl. She like good music. She's pretty. She's on her shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's intelligent. She got her head on right. You know, like, I just feel like I'm my own best friend. So yeah, I really had to learn that this year, and it took a while to like learn how to hang out with myself and even date myself. Like, I've recently started like dating myself a little bit, and these are important things because you really like learn a lot about yourself, and it definitely helps you within your like your relationships and everything. Like, it put a lot into perspective for me, learning to be alone, basically. I also want to say that when spending time alone, I really learned how to just do things by myself. So for a long time, I used to always like want to do things, but because I don't have anyone to do it with, then I won't do it. But now this year I've been doing so much stuff by myself, going out by myself, you know what I'm saying, taking myself to lunch. Eventually, you know what I'm saying, this year we're gonna work on taking myself to like dinner and solo trips. I want to do a solo trip so bad, but I am terrified. But hopefully this year, if God's willing, we will have a solo trip. Like, I'm just super excited to spend time with myself. And it's really important to not wait on others to do things that you want to do, because your whole life will pass you by waiting for other people to get right, you know what I'm saying? So I've really just been trying to say F it, and if I want to do it, then I'm gonna do it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need anybody to do it with me. I don't need to wait on anybody. I can just go do it by myself. And so also within these months, I started, like, I wouldn't say going on a spiritual journey, because I don't want to make it sound like I'm too invested into that, because I'm really not. And I would hate for someone to want to have a conversation with me about, like, you know, spiritual things, and then it's like, girl, you don't even know what you're talking about. So I'm not saying that I'm fully in there, but I definitely like dip my toe in it a little bit. And I definitely, you know, manifestation, and I have a crystal now. I ain't never even had no crystal. I got a crystal now. Like, just little things. And really the biggest thing is like seeing my angel numbers and trying to understand what they are trying to say to me. And I just feel like it's very much real. I definitely believe in it, because I don't see them all the time. I feel like I see them when I need to see them. For example, literally, it's in one of my upcoming vlogs, but I literally, like 4 days ago, I literally was outside in my car, and I had to talk with the universe, you know, the angels, the Lord, whatever you believe in. But yeah, I had to talk with the universe and my angels. And I was really just like, venting and telling them that I feel lost. I'm not sure like what move I need to make next. I don't know what I'm doing, which is true. Like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I just be winging it. So yeah, I just had a conversation with them, and then the very next day, you know, I'm seeing angel numbers 333, 222, like all of that. I'm seeing the numbers. So yeah, I'm seeing the numbers. I'm getting an interview. I got an interview, but that's a long story. I didn't go to the interview, but the opportunity was there. So I'm getting exposure. My numbers are going up on like everything that I'm into. Like, YouTube is growing, my Instagram's growing, my TikTok growing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I really try to listen when they are trying to talk to me. I really try to pay attention and look out for the signs, because they will talk to you, your angels and everything in the universe. They will talk to you. So yeah, I definitely try to listen out for that. I also like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen on TikTok, but the tarot card readings. I know sometimes you can't believe, like, you know, everyone that you see, because sometimes it just be the algorithm. But some of the stuff on those tarot cards, I promise you, they have been true. They have been true. Like, they've been true. So I love listening to like tarot card readings and stuff like that. And I just feel like as time goes on, I would be more spiritual, I guess. I'm very open to it, is what I'm saying. Like, I'm very open-minded. I'm very open to it. I'm a very open-minded person, and very like fluid, if that makes sense. So like, I'm religiously fluid. I don't really believe in one religion, but I don't really want to get into that, because it be causing debate and argument, and it's really not an argument. I'm very open-minded when it comes to a lot of different things. So anyway, yeah, so I definitely got into like my more spiritual side this year. And so with that being said, I also feel like I tapped into like my dark feminine energy. Now, this was an absolute mistake. I feel like it wasn't a mistake. I feel like it was meant to be, but what I'm saying is it wasn't on purpose. So a lot of these words that I'm saying, like, you know, manifestation and spiritual journey and dark feminine energy, they're becoming like trends, if you will. And I'm not trying to like say it for the trend, but literally this girl recently, I had just found this out, that this is what I was kind of going through. This girl on TikTok had just explained what dark feminine energy was, and she was saying that it kind of begins when you want to isolate and you want to get rid of everything that no longer resonates with you. Literally everything that I felt like I was going through these past couple of months is literally what she was saying dark feminine energy was. So we went from like July, August, September. So October, November, and December are like the main points of what I can really say that I've grown a lot this year. So yeah, these last 3 months, I definitely tapped into my dark feminine energy. And so what that means is I feel like I've become a little bit more mysterious, as in like I don't really let people have access to everything that I'm doing, everything that I'm going to do. Like, you know, plan in silence, don't really announce anything until it's done. I'm down to make friends, but I'm not really like, you know, trying to jump on anybody who says they want to be my friend, because people just have ulterior motives. And I'm very much like aware of that now. Like I'm very aware, like all people are not good people. So yeah, I've been aware of that. I've definitely been getting rid of a lot of things that don't no longer resonate with me, whether that's music, clothes, cleaning out my contacts, cleaning out my pictures, just everything, like getting rid of people on social media, which is very important. Like if they no longer resonate with you and what you're trying to do and what you're trying to become, get rid of it. Like literally just get rid of it. So yeah, I definitely feel like I tapped into my dark feminine energy a lot this year, and I'm still, you know, I'm still doing it. I'm still progressing and I'm still learning. And yeah, I'm also like starting to date again, and that has been like really weird because the dating pool is very much icky. Like it's very much like I just can't. But I've started, you know, kind of dating and talking to people and stuff like that. And so yeah, I'm gonna talk about dating in another video, but I just want to say that I feel like dating is really important, and I'm actually really upset that I am surrounded by all these female women in my life. Like all my family members are like women, and I'm just a little upset that they didn't like give me tea. Like what's tea? Y'all ain't tell me none of this. So you know what I'm saying, the most I done ever heard is men ain't shit. I understand that. I understood that from the get-go. But I'm just trying to figure out how I got all these women in my life, but they ain't even tell me all the things that be going on with these men. So I had to figure it out the hard way. I had to figure it out on my own. So dating is really important because it really shows you what you like and dislike, and what you will tolerate and what you won't tolerate. Like literally, it's in one of my vlogs. I went out with one boy. You know what? I don't even want to get into it. So just know that when you meet certain people and they either do something that you don't like, say something you don't like, you observe something that you don't like, it's an automatic cutoff, and that is okay because that is part of dating. Like literally. So yeah, I'm learning a lot about myself in this dating process, but I'm also basically, you know, just trying to see, like I'm just exploring. Basically I'm exploring and I'm experiencing, and I'm definitely like seeing my worth more and more and more. Basically it just shows me like everything that I need to know. Like that first date will tell me if I'm going to see you again. That it just lets me know everything I need to know right then and there. So yeah, I've definitely been dating, but I will get into all of that in a whole nother video if you guys want. But yeah, child, it's definitely icky out here, but we trying, and it's just a lot of growth for me because I don't know if you guys know, I was a very late bloomer. I was not into boys when a lot of girls were into boys. Like I was very late bloomer. So yeah, I'm starting to date, and just it makes me open my eyes to a lot more, and it made me realize a lot more about myself and about men in general. So yeah. So now that we went through like the whole entire timeline of, you know, January to December and kind of what I was dabbling in. I mean, that's not everything, of course. I can't sit here and tell you every single little thing, or we gonna be here for hours, child. But that's the gist of it. I really went from being heartbroken to really being empowered. Like I just feel like it was an emancipation, and I feel like it needed to happen in a really weird way. I just feel like it's so crazy how life works, because I did not want that breakup. I didn't want it. It wasn't my decision, but I feel like it was well needed on both behalves. I'm still cordial with my ex. I don't ever want y'all to think I'm ever like bashing him. He know that. I'm not bashing him or nothing like that. But I felt like this needed to happen, and I didn't see that then, because I was just like, I don't want this. That's not what I wanted. But I definitely think it's what I needed on both behalves, because, you know, I can't speak for him, but on my behalf, I definitely have grown a lot. Like I've grown a lot this year, and I definitely stepped into like my womanhood. Like I definitely feel like a woman more now than a little girl. It helped me grow, and it helped me like realize what I now want in my life. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. I feel like there's some more, but this video is straight off the dome, really. I mean, I did have a little bit of notes, but these are really just like bullet points. These are pretty much just like bullet points of what I want to talk about in future videos with you guys. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it from January to December, and now we're going into 2022. And so yeah, that's basically the gist of everything from January to December, and I'm really genuinely happy how this year went. I mean, of course, in some areas it could have been better than others, but overall I can honestly truly say that I'm genuinely happy. I've grown. I've loved myself more than ever, like literally more than ever this year, and I'm so excited for 2022. I don't have any resolutions or anything. I just stopped doing that. I just feel like there's no point, but I know in my mind like what my goals are and what what type of things I want to accomplish. But really, I can't ask for nothing more but to continue to be healthy, because there is a lot going on in this world and people are dropping like flies, unfortunately. My condolences if you've lost someone due to everything that's going on, or if you just lost anyone, period, my condolences. But yeah, so staying healthy and safe, being happy, continuing to just be a baddie, you know what I'm saying, continue to be a baddie. And then of course, financial blessings, multiple streams of income, new opportunities, new doors opening, growing my YouTube family. But yeah, basically anything that I'm putting my energy into, I just hope that, you know, it blossoms and grows. So that's all I can really hope for. I just want to be healthy and happy. But yeah, that's everything that I wanted to say. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Sorry it's a little lengthy, but I did want to like cover everything, because it's been a while since we had a little chat, a little Dear Diary entry video. So yeah, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you comment down below, subscribe to my channel, and turn that post notification bell on, so the next time that I drop a video, babes, you'll be notified. Also, make sure you follow me on Instagram for daily content, and I will see you guys in my next video. I love you guys so much, and Happy New Year! I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!